So hopefully you're still comfortable. I'm just gonna take a look at your nails, okay? So I got all my nail stuff that I need to do your nails. I have some stuff in my little basket here. And then I have just some miscellaneous items over here. I did gather some polishes that I thought would be really perfect for what you're going for. Alright, and then I also have a couple different items sitting just over here that I'm probably going to show you because a couple of them I think you'll like, okay? Alright, so let me just have your hands. I'm just going to take a look at your nails. So I'm going to do a full manicure on you. No acrylics, right? Yeah, okay. And you want to keep the length. I'm going to cut them a little bit. Okay. Well, let's just start off. I'm going to just go ahead and put this microfiber towel just underneath your hands here. So just lift up your hands. Okay. Perfect. Just leave your hands on there. I'm going to go ahead and spray some acetone on your fingernails to remove any excess paint that you have on there right now. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna just get some cotton. Just gotta take it off. When was the last time you got your nails done? Oh, no, it's not doing too long then. Well, it's not gel polish on there, so, you know, that stuff comes off really fast, actually. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it. Have you thought about your color for your nails yet? Okay. Yeah, so I did pull a few blues. Just give me your other hand, thanks. Yeah, I pulled a few blues for you. I also pulled some more like natural colors, like some off-whites, some shimmers, so you can take a look at those, okay? And then I just have some other unorthodox colors that you like probably won't want, but I didn't know if you wanted to go for something more unique. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna dust off. Sorry, I'm just gonna dust off your nails. Okay, and now we're just gonna give them a little bit of a clipping. Before that, I'm gonna just go over this with you. So these are my nail shapers. Actually, just gonna close this up a bit. So what I do with these is I do shape your nail. So these have different shapes to them. And you'll see like some are like coffin, some are natural, some are square. And so this helps me kind of show people what shape they might want. One of my friends gave this to me, so shout out to Brittany. So let's do this on your nail and see if this is the shape that you want. Okay, so just hold out your hands. And you see I'm just going to slide these over your nail. What do you think about this one? So you like the more natural look? Let's try this one. That's a rounded nail, so it's really natural as well, but it's curved a little more at the top, as you can see. All right, let me see this one on your other hand. You like that one? Take a look. Yeah? All right, so you want to do the rounded natural nail bed. Okay, well that is, we're going to clip your nails, and just before I'm going to add some cuticle oil just to start softening your cuticles, okay? Yeah, I brought the jewelry also. I knew you really wanted the jewelry, so I grabbed that as well. Yeah, it's just something small. It's not too crazy. Okay. So I'm just going to get my fingernail clippers. I'm going to take some off of the length like you asked, and then I will go back and shape them the way you liked, okay? So just hand me first nail there. We're just going to go through, and I'm just going to clip a little bit off, okay? Next one. Sorry. Next hand. Yeah, I'm just taking a little bit off of the edges here. Your nails have more of a square shape right now, which is kind of an issue for that shape that you want to go for. So I'm just going to take off some of those really square corners. And then we will just straighten them out with a file. Okay. Take a look at that length. This one? Yeah, I can take a little bit more off of that one. Let me see here. Okay, sure. Alright, so you mean right on this hand? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take it too short, so let's just take a little bit off the edge of this corner, okay? Look at that. You like that one? Okay. And then I'm just going to take a little bit off of this edge as well. The way you just have it, that it matches. Okay. And this thumb, we're going to even him out a little bit. Okay. Take a look. It's really good, actually. Alright, so we're going to file these down just a little bit, okay? Okay, I'm just going to use a file and file just a tiny bit to even out the nail beds, okay? And then we'll go in. Yeah. I would actually start to file a little bit more normally. I can tell that you're clipping or kind of biting even a little bit on these sides, so which I never see you bite your nails, but always possible. Okay, and then over here. No, no, I've never actually done nails professionally. I thought I told you that before. I just watched a lot of videos about it. Yeah. And then let me see this hand. Okay. How do you feel that that's shaping up? Good? No, I'm not done with the shaping yet, so Okay, before I shape, actually I'm going to finish shaping first. I was going to clean your nails, but you're going to have fallout still from the shaping. So I'm going to use this little pad. It's a little box. You've probably seen these. It's Shape, Smooth, Buff, and Polish Shine. So I'm just going to finish shaping a little bit, and then we'll move on to the other steps. Yeah, I like this tool because it's essentially a 4-in-1. And really, at this point, I'm just going across the tops to make it sure it's very rounded. Okay. Sorry. A lot of times, it's just like the powder buildup on there from filing. Okay, so now we're going to just smooth these out on the nail beds. I'm really glad you stopped getting acrylics because it was just really thinning out your nail beds every time I saw you. They look just so thin, so they look a lot healthier now that you stopped getting acrylics. You can definitely tell a difference. Oh yeah. Good for you. Okay. I'm gonna buff them now, so it's this like, yeah, shine your side. Okay, and your other hand. Has he texted you yet? Not yet? Okay. Alright, well, that's not really a good sign. Did you text him? Okay, well, hopefully he answers soon. That's weird. Okay, I'm just going to wipe your hands off again. And we're going to go in with the polish and shine step. No, this one just makes your nails shiny, see? You like it? Yeah, you can do this however often. It doesn't hurt your nails at all. I am going to push your cuticles back though in a minute. Yeah, you can see it just, yeah. Oh yeah. This will make them look so smooth when I put the polish on. Okay. Now, I'm going to adjust my leg. Now, before we move on, I'm going to just clean your nails and do some dry brushing on your hands. So I just want to kind of give you like the little manicure spa treatment. So I'm just going to do some dry brushing on your hands with this dry brush. And it's just going to smooth out all the dead skin on your hands. It's one of my favorite things, so I have to share it with you. And I'm just going to do slow movements like this. Up the hand. And it just, like I said, really exfoliates. A lot of manicures do like sugar scrubs and stuff now, but this is my absolute go-to. Move my lotion over there. Okay, and this side. You never had this before? I'm sure I showed this to you when I first got it. Oh, you didn't know you could use it like this? You can like dry brush like almost anywhere on your skin, especially anywhere that really needs exfoliation. Yeah, you should. Okay. Now I'm just gonna put some soap. It's a clear nail soap on your hands. On your nails, really, more than anything. Just gonna spray this all on the nails. Okay, and then I'm just going to scrub the nails off with this brush to get off all that excess paint, oil, product that we just put on, and then of course the fallout from filing and shaping. Well, if you don't get them nice and clean at the beginning, then you just have like these little grainy buildup under the nails. Yeah, at the end. You don't want that. It's gonna get under the nail. This side too. Yeah, you just want to clean under the nail like at least once a day when you have long nails. I try to do mine at night before bed. For sure. Okay, there's a couple areas that I still see a little bit around the nail, so I'm just going to go in with this little toothbrush. Just gently scrub those out, okay? Yeah. Okay, and then this hand. All right. Just gonna spray it with some water. Okay, and I'm just going to just rub your hands and dry them off. Okay. Perfect. Just gonna lay that back down. I'm just gonna put a little bit of essential oil on your hands and around your wrist. Yeah, okay. I got you. Okay, so this one is Rejuvenate, and it's got some orange in it and some eucalyptus. I'm just going to open it and dab a little bit. on your hands and just on your wrist. Okay. Let me see your hands. Dust that off. Sure. Just spray that there. Asked. Better? Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add just a little bit of cuticle cream. I did put the cuticle oil on before, but I'm just going to add a little bit of cuticle cream now before I push back the cuticles, okay? To wrap that into your cuticles. Okay. Okay, now I'm just going to use a cuticle brush and I'm just going to push these back, okay? So just stay as still as you can. You can just see how they push back a little bit. Okay, and then this hand. Sorry. Are looking good. All right, so your nails are shaped. Let's talk about a color for you, and then we'll get to painting. Okay. So I had mentioned that I did pull some different colors for you. So your outfit is blue, obviously. So let me just show you some of the blues. So I actually have two blues here, and I'm just going to go through them and then you can just tell me at the end. So I have this one, it's a mermaid blue called Envy. You can see why I call it a mermaid blue. It's got like a shimmer to it, so I think that's pretty. I also have a blueberry by Charlie Girl, blue raspberry, sorry. And then let me see. I also have a Sally Hansen Hard as Nails in the color Marine Scene. This reminds me of like the Lisa Frank dolphin scenes from the 90s, so you too. I like that color a lot. It's pretty close to your skirt. And then I have this Salon Perfect Neon Pop. Not my favorite, but it's also decent. And then I also have another blue, and this one is called Funky Fingers, and I honestly do not even know the color of it, but It's a pretty blue as well. And then I have a Sinful Colors in the color Savage. Also very close. These are pretty close, except one has a shimmer and then one does not. It's going to be a matte. So, yeah, that one actually isn't as close as you'd think. See that? It's not as close. Yeah, to like these two. Okay, I'll set this aside, and then let me just go over some potential top coats with you if you want to add a little pizzazz. So I do have this strong nail, and this is a top coat sheer ivory. I could do a French with this, with the blue. I just also want to show you, I have a crackle overcoat. You know what this is. Also very 90s, so yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, and then some just shimmers. Are you interested in potentially doing a shimmer over the blue? Okay, so I have, this one is called Bippity Boppity Boutique, and it is a pretty shimmer gold color. Similar to that, I do have this one, also Sinful Colors and Out with a Bang. Just shimmery, yeah. And this one has little like confetti, shimmer confetti in it. Also pretty. If you wanted to do, this one's close. It's a yellow gold though. This one is in the color Orb. I like that a lot as well. And then if you wanted to do a top that had some bluish purple sequins, you can do this Electric Sparkle. Not a fan? Okay. Now, if you want to just do a light sheer pearl, I do have Diamond Pearl. It's a big go-to for people. I also have a pretty brown, couple browns here that I could use as one of your tips. These are, so this is Trade Secret. This is a really good OB polish. And then I also have this one in brown. Okay, so this one. Okay, and are you doing anything over it? Really? Okay, so we'll do the crackle over coat just over the ring finger. Okay, got it. So let me just put some of these in here. Oh, also I have this really pretty elf nail polish, which I didn't know they made it, but it is so good. I just checked. It's this color in light pink. It's a good color. Okay. So we are going to do the blue first, and then we'll follow up with the overcoat. Oh, I also do have this one, which is also really pretty. It's a little bit darker than this one. You do like this one? Okay, sorry, I forgot to show you that. So you're still gonna do the crackle though? Okay. Okay, I'm just going to start with your bottom coat. Alright, and just give me your hand, okay? What do you think of that color? Good? Okay. Yeah, I love it. It's so pretty. I think that the crackle is going to really give the little nice pop. Okay. And then I'm just going to do the bottom coat over here. Okay. Now we're just going to follow up with this gorgeous blue. Wow, this is a really good color. I don't even know where I got this polish, actually. Whatever. Okay, ready? I'll do like another coat on there too, okay? Alright. And then over here. Still no text back. It's not a good sign. If he doesn't come through after this, we finish this. I mean, your date's in like what? You're supposed to leave here in like 15 minutes. Dude, he's gonna ghost you or what? I hope not, but you can just stay here and relax, honestly. I mean, you seem pretty relaxed from the makeup and the hair. Okay, and then I'm just gonna finish that second coat. Yeah. Well, you seem pretty tired anyway, so maybe it's not the worst thing. Alright. You see, okay, I'm gonna just go in on the, I'm trying to open this up. I'm gonna go in on the fourth ring finger there with, there we go, sorry, with this fractured foil that I obviously haven't opened in like 57 years. You can tell by the sound of the polish opening that I haven't opened it in forever. Like, what? I know. Okay. Ready? Just on the ring finger. Okay. Alright, and a little bit wet, just those two. Let me see. They look really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some lotion on your hand and give you a little bit of a massage, okay? Well, it wouldn't be a real manicure if I didn't give you a hand massage. You have time anyway because he's not answering your text, so I'm just gonna crack your fingers, okay? Okay, good. I know I love a good hand massage. Yeah, it can actually take a lot more stress than you think. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, let me just put my rings back on there. And then I'm going to just go over your nails with some alcohol to clean off the lotion. Alright, turn off the microfiber towel. And then I'm going to put a little bit of oil on your fingertips. I'm just going to rub that in. Oh yeah. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to just put some jewelry. But let's see which one you want. So, I have 2 bracelets and 2 watches. So let's just start with the watches. So both of these are smartwatches. And they're Michael Kors, okay? So this one, I forget the names, Bradshaw and one other, I don't remember, but I have this one which is more dainty and it has a little bit of a diamond circle around it. And it's circle, of course. And then I have this one that is a lot more like, it's thicker, obviously, a little bit more, I don't want to call it masculine, but it's definitely heavier, thicker. It's not as dainty and petite. And it is circular, but it also has like kind of a, yeah. All right. Do you like either of those? Let's try this one on you, okay? That one fits you pretty well. Okay, and then let's put this one on the other hand. Oops, sorry, I didn't. Okay, what do you think of those? Want to keep the smaller one? Okay, I'm going to take this one off. And I'll leave that other one on you. Now, second, I have 2 bracelets. So the first one is pretty unique. It is a bracelet that goes around your wrist. I'll just kind of show you like this. But it has a matching ring that just attaches. So it looks like this. And I thought those blues would look really pretty. Okay, and then it'll match your nails and stuff. And then I have a beautiful Pandora charm. This one has like probably 20 charms on it. It's very shimmery, and it would just look really cute, I think, on your wrist. Yeah. Okay, so I want to try them both. Okay, so let's just try this one on first. I'm just going to slide this around your wrist, okay? Just going to snap this in the back here. And then just go ahead and slide that ring on. Okay, and then just leave that on that hand. And now I'm going to put this one on your other hand, okay? Okay, and then I'm just going to close this up. do you like? The blue? I thought so. Okay, so let's just take off the charm bracelet then. Okay. Alright, so you're just going to leave the blue one on the other hand. Alright, perfect. Okay, so, has he texted back? No. Okay, so it's definitely past the time you're supposed to leave, so just wait here, and honestly, it's pretty late now anyway, and you can just call it a night and sleep here if you want. You seem pretty tired from getting your hair, your makeup, and everything done, so I wouldn't even sweat it. Just don't even go. You kind of didn't want to go anyway. No, because after you get to relax and everything, like, who wants to go, right? Okay, well, let's just watch a movie. Okay.